What is up, everybody, and welcome back to yet another RuneScape 3 IronMan Progression update. Let's get Iron Man. So as you can see, I'm starting this episode here in the Rogue's Den, where I'm going to be training my cooking. I got all the way up to level 70 cooking. Next up on the list, I wanted to check up on my farming. I got to level 26 farming, so that's a huge plus. I have a long way to go still, because I really need to get to those prayer potions at least, or get me to some potions where I can actually make defense, attack, and all those potions as well. Y'all probably remember the beehives over there at the player-owned farms. Well, if I go get this insect repellent, and some of these woadloos here in Falador, they're only 25 GP, and I could use these to fill up all the beehives and get a lot of extra experience in farming for later down the road. It takes up a day to fill them up to the max, so that's a big plus. Remember last week in Canvas where I got from the Slayer Master to slay those crocodiles? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to go do. I'm going to take my necromancy gear and actually go slay those. Nothing really happened, no good drops or anything, but I was just going to show that I did do this. Right after that, I returned to Canvas, got another Slayer task, and I'm already here. I'm going to be slaying werewolves. I got to 69 necromancy, so that's a huge plus. Other than that, I got a bunch of charms. Nothing really too exciting. Alright, I'm going to head over here to the Slayer Master once more, and it looks like my task is to slay jackals. Nothing really happened here. I got to 46 Slayer, and no drops, of course. I mean, it's jackals of all things. So, yeah, I'm going to go do a farm run next, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, I'm back here at the player-owned farms. I didn't get any levels, of course, here. My plants weren't really completely done yet. A lot of them needed to be cured, of course, but that's not the point. I noticed I was running low on seeds as well, so I'm going to have to do something about that to maximize my efficiency of getting farming experience. So I might go get my thieving up a little bit so I can go farm seeds from the master farmer over in Draenor or something like that. So that's what I might go do. I'm here at the Rogue's Den where I'll be getting my thieving level up. I got to level 38 and then I went over to Draenor to test out how good I'll be pickpocketing the master farmer. It didn't go too well, so I think I'm going to go try and get a few more levels. Alright, so I'm over here in Alcarid where I'll be starting the quest, The Feud, where Ali will ask me to go find his nephew to do some work with him for his merchant guild or whatever he's got going on here. So I'm going to go ahead and find him over at the Polavanich, however you say that, over in the desert. Alright, so as I arrived here, I went into the bar to see if anyone knew where Ali's nephew is. So I talked to Jalel. Of course, he's drunk already. I bought him 3 beers, and eventually he tells me that he was involved with the 2 big gangs here in the city. So I'm going to go talk to the bandits and the Menifite thugs. Upon talking to the Menifite and the bandits, I found that they are having issues because both gangs apparently stole the camel. So I ended up going to the camel shop here and buying 2 camels for each of the gangs, which hopefully will solve the issue. We'll know in a few seconds. So I went to both of the gangs with the receipts of the camels. Both of them decided that they wanted 10 camels in exchange for mercy. However, Menifite decided to possibly recruit me if I can steal from 3 villagers, and when I was doing so, it took me forever to try to just get the 1, so I ended up going back to the cells in the thieving guild and getting some more levels. As you can see, I got to level 50 thieving, so that's a huge plus. I'm gonna go head over to my player-owned farms where I will be collecting my beehives, and I started at level 31. I ended up at a whole 38 farming levels, so it was huge. That's a whole 7 levels that I got to use, so huge. That means I can go over to Granny and purchase the sheeps that we need for the necromancy armor, actually, and I could put them in my pen and have them breed and breed and breed, and eventually, well, I'll have the wool that I desperately need for my armor. Right after that, I went over to Xanaris, got another Slayer task. This time I'm slaying blue dragons. I got plenty of dragon bones. Well, I won't say plenty, but a good bit of them. I also got to level 49 Slayer. It's the very next day, and we finally did it. Behold, the majestic sheep that I needed for my necromancy gear. What am I saying? This was super easy. It doesn't take long to do. Anyway, it was time to head back to the Thieving Guild, where I'll be training on these cells, not just to level 45 thieving, but to level 50. So I returned back to the city, but there's not going well still. I'm trying to steal from these villagers, and I have no luck whatsoever trying to get the items that I need for the next part of this quest. So it looks like it's back to the drawing board and continuing to level up some more in my thieving level. Alright, I'm going to wrap things up here. Here are the banking stats for this week's episode. It looks like I'm going to need to continue to train thieving to get the quest done. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video. See ya!